Hello everyone, my name is Jaybird and welcome back to Lucid9. Without any further ado, let's get right back to where we left off last time. This is the second time I had to do this intro. I lounge against the sofa and stare into the ceiling, flipping my phone idly in my hands. I should study, or cook, or clean, or do something productive. It all sounds so painful. I'll just sit here for a moment. Sit here and do nothing. I suck. Yeah! That was too anime. Divine Master.
This is the address. I've appended directions that a toddler could follow. Rest in the knowledge that if you miraculously manage to lose your way, you will possess an intellect inferior to a toddler. Or perhaps that is already the case.
Should I just go now? It's not like I have anything better to do. And setting up early might give me some crucial information or something. Who knows? I throw on a jacket before I straight out the door, the cold night air cutting into my face. Better that than a knife, you know what I'm saying. This part of Izumo is much less friendly one, especially at this hour of night. When you don't look, shadows that shift, lights that gleam, smiles that shine somewhere in the darkness. When you do, only stillness, as if nothing odd is happening. Shady lights, dubious advertisements, a smattering of very unfriendly folk on every street corner. I probably should have just stayed home. Then I could have studied. Or, well, wasted more time, I guess. Anything is preferable to being murdered in the district with the highest crime rate. Thanks a lot, Shigure.
Consider it my contribution to the furtherance of society.
Gee, you're really comforting.
If you were in quest of comfort, I suggest you procure a plush creature of some kind. Child.
I'm not sure whether I should be proud or disturbed by the fact that I can perfectly emulate her. Spoopy, I'm spooked. What the? I catch the light syncopation of tidy footsteps, and despite every instinct railing against me, I follow them around the corner. No one is in this area of Izumo at night. No one except the Yakuza? A crazy murderer? Or maybe a different criminal? The question is, why am I willingly tailing someone who could kill me as easily as they could break a toothpick? I really need to reevaluate my life priorities. Yeah! Dying. I wildly staggered to my feet, ready to meet my attacker with... Wait. It's a little girl! To say the least, the girl before me is definitely not a threat. She's almost 2 heads shorter than me, small and skinny with large blank eyes fixed on my own. Her pale skin, pointed chin, and unbending posture reminded me of a fragile doll. Furthermore, she's an academy student. What would someone like her be doing at this time of night? Sorry. I extend a hand to her.
No.
Her voice is light, wispy, like the word was pulled out of her mouth rather than spoken out of her own volition. What? She only silently stares into the distance. Okay. The more I examine her, the more mysterious this girl becomes. She appears dainty, thin frame, lacy hair accessories, full cheeks and with big doe eyes and tiny feet. The perfect anime girl. But her voice is monotone. Her words are few. Her gaze is dead, and she's walking fearlessly around the part of Izumo where no girl should go alone. Are you lost? No. Even her reactions are unusual. For once, I have no idea what could possibly be going on in her head. This isn't really a safe area.
Yet you're here.
3 words. The most she's spoken thus far. Oh, really? I'm not as weak, frail. She might consider that insulting. Tired as you. You crashed into me.
I didn't.
What?
You crashed into me.
She states this flatly, as if it's the absolute truth and no other alternative is acceptable. Right. It dawns on me that her complete lack of fear in this district of the city should be suspicious. She's tiny. Shouldn't she be terrified? Are you heading back to school?
No.
Well, I was gonna offer to escort her, but... Then where are you going? Are you going anywhere? It's like speaking to a brick wall. Do you need any help? She completely ignores my hand and glides to her feet, idly brushing her skirt. Really, what is going on? I'll take that as a no? She glances around, not secretively, not even wordly, almost mechanically. Then, without a word, she walks away, disappearing back around the corner. That was strange. Although I'm not sure the word strange can even quantify just how utterly strange that encounter was. Regardless, she's gone, and I've got my own business to see to. Despite this calm line of thought, I'm still shaken as I head to the location Shigure has denoted on the map. Somewhere I must have taken a wrong turn. I've tried to follow her directions to the letter, but there's nothing in sight. I shuffle closer to the shadows, peering out of my corner of safety into the road. Several shady figures are gathered around a trash bin, laughing miraculously around smoldering cigarettes. Maybe I'm supposed to spy on them? No, I'm supposed to retrieve that file. Still, now I can see why Shigure sent me. Despite her competency at verbal abuse, she's small in stature and can easily be overpowered by any of these thugs. Moreover, she doesn't seem licensed to carry a gun. So, of course, she decides to send a defenseless high school student in her stead. I creep around the side of the building, double-checking my phone. Yep, right here, give or take a couple feet. I scan my surroundings, but there's so much litter that I can't see anything particularly significant. Maybe I should ask Shigure? No, this is my assignment. I need to do this on my own. I absently run my hands over the brick wall behind me as if it'll keep me grounded. My fingers brush over something smooth. Wait a minute. I turn to examine the offending spot. A folded piece of paper is shoved between the cracks of the wall. Judging by how fresh it looks, it must have been put there just recently. Hesitantly, I extract it and skim over the words.
Congratulations, Ishiyama. You are not a toddler. My subordinate sent me these instructions to reach the file. A ping pong ball falls down a very narrow pipe that is fixed to the ground. All you have is your ping pong paddle, shoelaces, and a water bottle. How do you retrieve it? He claims that the file is at the answer within half a block of your vicinity.
A puzzle? Seriously? Tell Shigure to get better directions. I'll try to solve the puzzle. Well, I guess there's no getting around it. I have to solve this to find the file. Which object is the key to this puzzle? Oh, fuck. I feel like I should look at a guide for this. Hold on. I know I haven't used a guide for this before, but I don't want to mess up this right now. Hold on. Oh, the water bottle. That makes sense. What part of the water bottle should I use? The contents. Oh, right. I could use the water in the bottle, which means I could just freeze the water, throw the bottle in the pipe, use force to push the ball out, pour the water down the pipe, drink the water and urinate into the pipe. Pour the water down the pipe. I could simply pour the water down the pipe. The ball would float to the surface and I could easily pick it out. Seems like that's the answer. In that case, it looks like the answer is water. I take another look at Shigure's note.
The file is at the answer within half a block of your vicinity.
Does she mean that I have to look for a source of water? What does that even mean? Water's everywhere. The running faucets, the convenience store. No, wait. There's an old fountain on the other side of the building. I walk a short way down the road. Sure enough, another obtrusive note is stuck to the rim of the inactive fountain. Figures. Another note. I'm beginning to wonder if I'll ever find the file at all.
Congratulations, Ishiyama. You are not a kindergartner. This is the next set of instructions. A petri dish holds a colony of bacteria. Every minute, each bacterium divides into two. A scientist began the colony with a single bacterium at 12 p.m. At 12:43, the dish is half full. At what time will the dish be full? The hour of the answer is the direction in which you must proceed to reach the file.
She's enjoying this, I swear. Well, either way, looks like I have to solve this puzzle too. Thanks a lot, Shigure. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, the guide I'm looking at is says to put 1244 up 44. Okay, 1244. Right. If every bacterium divides into two per minute, then it doesn't matter what the time the colony was started. All that matters is that at 12:43 the dish was half full. Therefore, at 12:44 the dish would be completely full. So that was a completely useless puzzle that basically just told me to go forward. I walked down the road, keeping my eyes out for another slip of paper. And as expected, there's another note jammed conspicuously between the crevices of two buildings. My question is, why did Shigure go through all this trouble? In order to get these notes in the first place, she'd have to come here, which utterly defeats the purpose of sending me. Well, whatever. It looks like there's another puzzle to solve.
Congratulations, Ishiyama. You are not a 5th grader. This is the third and penultimate set of instructions. How can you throw a ball as hard as you can, not bounce it off of anything, and still have it returned to you? The answer is in the direction in which you must proceed to reach the file.
Compared to Shigure, solve the puzzle. I'm solving the puzzle, man. There's no getting around it. I just have to solve another puzzle. What do I need to change in order to have the ball come back to me without bouncing it off of anything? Direction. That's what it says here. Direction. Right, I can't bounce it off of anything, and I can't change the circumstances, which means I have to change the direction. The question is, what direction? Up. Oh, right, gravity's still in effect. I just have to throw the ball upward in order to have it return to me. So the answer is up, and the note says I have to go in that direction to reach the file. I locate a rickety that's a weird spelling of two-story building next to the canal. Guess that's where I'm supposed to go. I trudge up the stairs, enveloped in darkness. My only comfort is the light that comes from my phone. Eventually, I come into a creepy storage room that's filled with all sorts of ominous shapes. I jerk backward as a dark shape bolts across the floor, but it's just a rat scurrying by. Shiguri's doing this on purpose, isn't she? I swivel around the obstacles, keeping my eyes peeled for another telling corner of white. Suddenly, a silhouette wavers in front of my face. A spider. Of all things, spiders. What if it poisons me? Sinks its rabid teeth into my jugular vein, stabs its awful, spindly limb straight through my heart, grows to the size of... Okay, now I'm just being stupid, right? Then it teasingly waves its odious, twisted little leg, nearly catching me on the nose. I instinctively stagger backwards, flailing my hands before my face. My back slams into a hard, stony shape. I whip around, examining it fearfully. It's just a statue of a horse, plastered with a note. Finally! Hands still shaking, I seize the note and peruse its contents. The sooner I can get out of here, the better.
Congratulations, Ishiyama. You are not a middle schooler. This is a final set of instructions. A rich man tells his two sons to race their horses to a distant city to see who will inherit his fortune. The one whose horse is slower wins. After wandering aimlessly for days, the brothers ask a wise man for guidance. Upon receiving the advice, they jump on the horses and race to the city as fast as they can. What did the wise man say to them? The answer will show you where the file is located.
The final set of instructions? I'm almost done? I actually feel somewhat disappointed. Despite my complaining and the spiders, I've actually enjoyed these challenges. At any rate, I guess I'd better solve this puzzle and find this file. What could the wise man have said? Enter two-word answer. God damn it. Enter two-word answer. Well, guy says switch horses, so let's see. Alright, let's see. That's what it says. Right, if they switched horses, then they would have to race and then they would have to race in order to win. So, I got the achievement. Riddle me this. Haha. So the answer is to change horses? Oh, fuck. There must be another horse around here. That's what it said, right? I glanced around for another equine statue, flinching away from the multitudes of cobwebs spun around the corners. But thankfully, I spot one just a few feet away. Feet away. God. Sure enough, there's a simple cream envelope slipped beneath its base. Could it actually be the file?
Congratulations, Ishiyama. You may be slightly more capable than your worthless peers. There is no file. This was simply a test, and you passed. You may congratulate yourself, although frankly, it was such an easy test that there really is nothing worth congratulating. Take a picture of this note and send it to me as proof of your passable competence.
Is she serious? Everything was fabricated? I almost can't believe it. But at the third note, I guess a small part of me was expecting this turn of events. Still, did she plant all of those notes on her own? Was that why the investigation was supposed to take place at night? so that she could have time to prepare everything? It's almost inconceivable. But it seems like the most likely option. And, in all honesty, it's hardly beyond what I could imagine Shigure to do. Sighing, I pocket the note and carefully pick my way down the stairs into the street, steering clear of any corners or dark edges the best I can. Once I'm under some light, I can breathe a little easier. I take a quick snapshot of the note and send it to Shigure without comment. She doesn't respond immediately, which probably means that she received it. With that, I stick to the shadows as I return to my apartment. It's time to get some rest. The evening welcomes me with frosted arms as I stride into my beloved glade, my lovely burden slung over my shoulders. Well, guys, that's gonna be it for this episode of Lucid9. If you enjoyed this, leave a like down below, leave a comment down below, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't, ring that notification bell, and remember, die safely. Bye-bye!